Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm back, guys. I'm back. Welcome back to the Playbook Podcast. Yes, I'm still here. No, I'm not ducking. No, I'm not scared. Know this, know that. I'm here, guys. I'm here. You know what? All y'all are ducking. Everyone else that said I was ducking, y'all are ducking because I'm here. Where are y'all? Anyways. Welcome back, guys. I just had to get that off my chest. We're back, another episode of the Playbook Podcast, a special episode. It's not really that special of an episode, but it's a normal episode. But we are going live a little bit earlier than we had planned. We planned to go live after the national championship game, but I am starting a brand new job tomorrow, and I actually have to go to bed at a good time because my job is now no longer in the evenings. I don't work 1 to 9 anymore. I'm working on a normal human being schedule. So we had to go live a little bit earlier than we had anticipated. So I apologize for that. I will have the Miami, Indiana championship game open on the side just to, keep everybody updated. I'm sure everyone's going to be watching it too, but 10-7 currently Indiana's up. They're punting back to Miami's punting to Indiana right now, but we got a lot to cover, guys. We have a lot to go over. There was a big playoff weekend in football. Basketball's ramping up, getting closer and closer to the All-Star break. Golf, there's a lot of stuff going on in the golf world for the golf lovers. And a little F1, shout out to a little F1. Red Bull showed off their brand new car with the new regulations. It looks fantastic. And shortly all the teams will be showing off their cars, but we're not really be talking about that. But yeah, we're going to jump right into this, guys. Keep that Miami and Indiana game open on the side here. We'll see who ends up winning the national championship. But we're going to start off, guys, with some NFL playoff football. We're going to start with the Buffalo Bills versus the Denver Broncos. This is honestly one of the most interesting games ever, not even just because of who won, but because of what happened after the win, what the news we got afterwards. But let's break it down some numbers here real quickly here. The Broncos ended up pulling it out in overtime, 33-30. I was actually at the Texas Tech BYU game, which we will be talking about in a little bit during this game. But at the United Supermarkets Arena, they had this game on the Jumbotron beforehand. So I got to actually watch this game still, which was really nice. I'm really happy they did that for us at the USA. That was really fun. If you haven't been to a Tech basketball game and you're in the area, guys, you got to go. It is something special. We'll talk about it when we get there. But Broncos pulled this out 33-30. Josh Allen, 283 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 3 fumbles. He got sacked 3 times. Bo Nix, 279 yards, 3 touchdowns and interception. One of the best throws I have seen in a long time. That touchdown that gave him the lead, that forced the Bills to go down and kick a field goal. Oh, my goodness gracious me. On the ground, James Cook was very, very good. 24 carries for 117 yards. Maybe should have had more than that, but more carries than that. So thank you. More carries than that. So, Josh Allen, 12 carries for 66 yards. Again, he had 2 fumbles, so he had 4 turnovers total. James Cook had a fumble. It was 5 total turnovers for that Buffalo Bills offense. Rough. Broncos got nothing going on the ground. Bo Nix was actually their leading rusher with 29 yards. So this game was very, very interesting. We got news after the game that Bo Nix broke his ankle. He's out for the rest of the season. The Broncos have already announced that Jared Stidham will be the starting quarterback in the AFC Championship game. So, but yeah, I mean, just with that aside, with the injury aside, we'll talk about what that means for the Broncos in a bit, Trey. That aside, what did you think of this game? Do you think that this was Josh Allen's one and only chance to get a ring while Mahomes wasn't in the playoffs? Because we all assume Mahomes will be back next year healthy. The team will have reloaded maybe with some more talent. They might get Jeremiah Love in the draft. They might trade up for him. No idea. But do you think that this was Josh Allen's last chance to really win an easier Super Bowl without Mahomes in the picture?
Yeah. Well, first of all, glad you have it back on, bro. I know you haven't been ducking a little bit, but for those out there, share my Facebook page out there on Trey Lopez, my Facebook feed. And tomorrow, this week, we're gonna be debuting on Apple Podcasts. Stay tuned for that. But back to the team. I think this was a interesting game too. I watched this game at work. And when I was watching this game, it was a close battle for Josh Allen and the Broncos defense. The Broncos defense is really good, by the way.
It's very good.
They're really, really good. I mean, I'm gonna be real with you. There's some plays where I thought that they could, like Josh Allen, he was getting pressure like crazy, big time, getting pressure like crazy. So, yeah, that's what happened. And but um, but back to this game though. Number one, I think that interception call was a stupid call.
That was so. I, you know, real quickly before I let you go again, I just want to point this out. I was unsure whether that was a catch or not, and then Richard Sherman said that was a catch. That was not an interception. I'm going to go with Richard Sherman on this. He's one of the best corners I've ever seen play with my own two eyes, and I feel like he's at least a top 10 corner ever. I'm gonna go with that guy. I'm gonna say that was a catch. So yeah, I think that was a bad call.
Yeah, that was a terrible call. And after that, I saw the game. What's up, Travis, bro? Here's the deal about this. But other than that, I think this was probably his last chance because Mahomes is targeting go back on the beginning of the season. That's what Mahomes said on the press conference this past week. So I don't know if what happened though. At least it's not like an ACL tour. Is not like an Achilles injury. ACL is more of your knee. You know, you can recover from it faster than the Achilles injury. Achilles injury, you're out for like the whole year basically, and your career ain't the same either. So I think this is a big factor on that too. This guy's the best quarterback in the playoffs. He was the best quarterback in the play. He's like talent wise, eye test wise.
Oh, I mean, I think even without that, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. But at the same time though, it's kind of a little bit on the Bills off GM too. He could have gotten Jalen Waddle into the trade deadline. He didn't do that. He had Keon Coleman. Keon Coleman's great. You know, Dalton Kincaid was great on Saturday night, but there wasn't really a deep threat in the wideout receiver slot. So it's kind of a little bit like that. But this was probably his best chance to win, and I don't know this. I mean, the Ravens got fired. They fired their coach. The Steelers might get a different coach too. We'll get to that later, though. They're might be coming back with the rebuild, and on top of that, you got Mahomes. You know, he might have Travis Kelce there. He might have good receivers in the draft. They might go to free agency, so we just never know about that.
Yeah,
this was his best chance, and the Broncos are getting better and better every year. I mean,
the Broncos are still going to be there too.
I mean, Bo Nix, bro, we criticized this guy saying he couldn't throw.
Touchdown throw,
man, that was tough. That was a tough. Unfortunately, he broke his ankle. It's unfortunate.
I am really sad that he broke his ankle. That is super unfortunate. But you mentioned the Ravens. They'll probably get we don't know who their head coach is going to be yet. But the Patriots aren't going anywhere. They're only going to get better. Drake May's only going to get better.
Yeah.
Bo Nix will be back, and this Broncos team with Sean Payton at the helm will be back. Mahomes will be back with maybe a lot more weapons. Maybe Jeremiah Love. Maybe they get Jeremiah Love and they go out and get a wide receiver in free agency. Maybe they make some trades. No idea. And it's just, I mean, are the Bengals going to be bad forever? I don't know. They might because they have horrible ownership, but maybe the Bengals actually build a reasonably good, offensive line for Joe Burrow, and maybe they work on the defense. It's just, this was the one chance I think Josh Allen had to, and I agree with you, Travis. I do think the Bills kind of got Des Bryanted a little bit there. The no-call catch against the Packers. Cowboys would have won the Super Bowl, by the way, in that year, because they would have went up to Seattle and won because they had already done it that year. Anyway, I don't want to get into that. I don't want to get into that.
That was a stupid catch, bro.
Tony Romo owned the Legion of Boom. I can't believe he just did. I don't have an explanation for it. He just owned him. I don't know. He did it. He played extremely well versus the Legion of Boom. Oh my goodness! Indiana just blocked a punt in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana. Wow. That is crazy.
Man, it is a good team, bro.
17-7. The Miami's just going to have to score here. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, and of course, Kurt Signetti looks like he's pissed. That guy's such a dog, man. I love that guy. But yeah, no, I agree with you. I think Josh Allen played poorly. He was full on Josh Allen, right?
Yeah.
You get the good with the bad. He's going to have electric plays, and he's also going to have 4 turnovers. It's just how it is. He scored 30 against a very good defense, but yeah, at the end of the day, it just didn't work out for him. So yeah, I agree with you. I think that this was really a good chance. The Bills did fire Sean McDermott, but I think that the best coach in this cycle, I think the 2 best coaches in this cycle are already gone, because Kevin Stefanski is
Falcons.
He's on the Falcons, which I love that. I love that for them. I like Kevin Stefanski a lot. I think he was just in a really rough spot down in Cleveland, and John Harbaugh is on the Giants. So it's who is the Ravens and the Bills are both going to have to get new head coaches. They're both going to have to find guys that are more offensive focused. Maybe they can pull a Ben Johnson out of nowhere. Probably not. But yeah, I agree with you. I think that was a rough time, a rough go of it. This was kind of their last chance to get it, to have an easier path to the Super Bowl. It's only going to get harder from here, Yeah. So yeah, I definitely agree with you on that. During this time, Mike Tomlin left the Steelers. Okay. The Steelers have had 3 head coaches.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy to think about. But who do you think the Steelers should look for, but what should the Steelers be looking for in a new head coach?
I think they do need like a new voice in that locker room. Last week I had some guests on. Shout out to them, by the way. I'm glad they have, even though they kind of rage baited me a little bit and rage baited Nick. But here's the deal about Mike Tomlin overall. It's unfortunate he left. But here's what I meant last week, how I say he's overrated, okay? If any other coach out there in any sport, even including the NBA, by the way, the NBA fired literally 3 coaches with a championship team that won a ring, by the way, but they didn't make the playoffs. Okay, college football. Look at college football right now. Some coaches got like Ryan, what's his name from someone got fired this year. I forgot his name. Was it the guy from Penn State? Okay, a good caliber football team. He got fired. This is why I'm gonna clarify why I say this, because people take it out of context a little bit. If any other coach out there in any league right now was 12-4, that had one playoff win in 10 years, they're getting fired.
Mm.
They're gonna get fired, guys. I don't care. Mike Tomlin he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. I get it, but I just think they needed a new voice in the locker room. They need a new voice. That's what Mike Tomlin. That's what Mike Tomlin. He's a defensive mind, and I think the Steelers should get someone offensive mind and defensive mind too. You could probably go get Cliff Kingsbury. You can go get him from Washington.
Yeah.
So that's a good move right there. I mean, he had a chance to get Eric Bieniemy, but he's right now going back to Kansas City.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
I don't know about Cliff Kingsbury as a head coach. I think he's a better coordinator, but
yeah, that's true. And I don't know. It's hard. It's tough for the Steelers. I think he saved himself from getting fired. Honestly, I think he saved himself from getting fired. This is their first playoff. This is their first head coach search since 2000s. I'm gonna see what year it was.
Oh, dude, it's been like 19 years or something. It's been a long time. But I'm just gonna throw out some names. This is USA Today, just top best NFL
available
coaches in the NFL. So, all right, Brian Flores, our guy, Mike McCarthy, Robert Saleh, not Matt Nagy. He's a terrorist. Mike McDaniel. Okay, those are our former head coaches who Robert Saleh had a great year as defensive coordinator with the. I think he should stay in San Francisco, but he did have a fantastic. He's already interviewed with the Titans, the Cardinals, and the Ravens. Right. I think Mike McCarthy should never be a head coach ever again, but that's just me. Sure.
And you know what? Just real quick, I'm ask you something real quick. So last week we had a guest on, and he said that Dak Prescott had better numbers with Mike McCarthy. He thought he was a good coach. What's your thoughts on that?
Okay, so if you actually ever watched a Cowboys game in your life instead of just looking at box scores, Mike McCarthy had the worst game management I've ever seen. Okay, I've ever seen in my entire life, ever. Okay, so no, Mike McCarthy is not a good coach. He got lucky that he had prime Aaron Rodgers for his Super Bowl run, and since then he has done nothing. The Packers fired him. The Cowboys fired him. He's not good. He just sits on the sideline and just with his mouth open, he looks completely confused and has no idea what he's doing. That's all he does. He doesn't call the plays. He doesn't call the defense. He can't, I mean, if you've heard him talk, he can't even motivate a freaking plastic bag. No, I don't think so. But moving on to Mike McDaniel, I think Mike McDaniel would be a better coordinator. I would love to see him as a coordinator for sure. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, out of those names, let me continue. And then, so Clint Kubiak, the Seahawks offensive coordinator. Yeah. That he's a big time candidate. I think he will be a head coach. Chris Shula, grandson of, we all know Don Shula. And that's the, oh my goodness, here goes Miami. Miami's in the red zone. Wow. Chris Shula is the Rams defensive coordinator. Okay. Yeah, no, Mike McCarthy has worse game management than I would trust Travis's sister with a clipboard on the sideline over Mike McCarthy. I am so for real. Yeah, I'm so for real. Give Travis's sister a headset and a clipboard, and I trust her to make better decisions than Mike McCarthy. And she probably doesn't even know anything about football. And I trust her. And I trust her to motivate the guys, too, more than Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy's like, I'll give you all a cheeseburger if we win. No, Mike, you want a cheeseburger. You want a cheeseburger. Okay. Sorry, that's rude. Sorry. Chris Shula, the Rams defensive coordinator. Grant Udinsky, Jacksonville's defensive coordinator. Davis Webb, who was a former NFL quarterback. Jesse Minter, the Chargers defensive coordinator. Out of any of those names, who would you like? I know who I would like to see as the Steelers or the Ravens head coach, but what would you like out of those guys? There's obviously different candidates, but out of those guys.
Yeah, I probably, I don't think Brian Flores will be a head coach because of he's suing the NFL because of legal reasons. So I think he's out of the picture. Man, I think Chris Shula would probably be pretty good.
I think Chris Shula would be a good pick too.
I think it'd be a good pick for probably either team.
Yeah, for me, I think one of them has to get Clint Kubiak.
Yeah,
the Seahawks. Clint Kubiak is Seattle's OC. I think him with Lamar would be crazy. I think him on the Steelers would be, much different because Mike Tomlin was a defensive guy. It's an offensive league. Obviously, there's still really good defenses, but at the end of the day, if you can't score points, you can't win games. And the Texans showed us that. They have one of the best defenses in the last 5 years, and they lost because CJ Stroud threw 94 interceptions. It's just the way it goes. So I like Clint Kubiak. I like Chris Shula. I think Chris Shula is probably be a guy the Steelers look at because he's more defensive minded. And I know the Steelers like that gritty, tough, ownership likes gritty, tough guys. I think he'd be good. I like Clint Kubiak a lot. I think Clint Kubiak will be a head coach in the league for sure. So, and like you said earlier, Eric Bieniemy is going back to the Kansas City Chiefs. Reports are, I think that's big. I think Mahomes had his best years under Eric Bieniemy. Yeah. What do you think about that? Mahomes coming back off an injury, coming back to Eric Bieniemy.
I think thank God I got him back, bro. I was worried about the Chiefs big time, man. Without him there, because this last time Eric Bieniemy was at OC, Mahomes had 45 touchdowns. That's impressive with no number one receiver. No number one. He only had Kelsey, who was
Kelsey was the number one, but like no outside wide receiver that was the number one.
It was Juju Smith-Schuster who was a tit talker.
Yeah,
it was crazy. I'm like, not thank God. Yeah. I'm interested to see I'm more interested to see what he's gonna do with Xavier Worthy a little bit.
Yeah, me too.
I think Rasheed Rice is gonna go to jail, but it is legal problems in Dallas, so sorry, it's true.
He's a super villain, bro. He's a super villain.
He's going to jail.
But yeah, no, I agree. I think it's a great, Mahomes had his best years with Eric Bieniemy, and I think getting back to that and then adding some offensive talent will be great. Travis Kelce has not retired yet.
Yeah, he hasn't retired.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know if he's going to retire or not, but he might come back. One of the biggest issues with the Chiefs is they've had a revolving door at left tackle. Yeah. And they like the guy they drafted, and he played really well. He just kind of got injured towards the end. They need to really work on the interior because Creed Humphrey's great. He's still there. He's one of the best centers in the NFL. Also, Jawan Taylor, I don't know how he's a starting right tackle.
No. He should be. Here's the deal about Kansas City. If I'm Kansas City Chiefs, I cut Jawan Taylor. That guy is probably the worst. He's led the league in penalties twice already in his career. He
just gets flagged every single play for a false start or a hold. So I think they like their left tackle. Let me figure out. I'm gonna pull up his name real quick because I forgot his name. It is Josh Simmons, right? So Josh Simmons, they like him a lot. He was dealing with an injury towards the end of the season. So, and Miami walks it in for a touchdown. We have a game, guys. 14-17. Wow. Miami's not going down without a fight. But yeah, I think get a right tackle, maybe get a little bit upgrade at guard, and then get some weapons on offense. And I think they can get back to, normal Chiefs stuff. So let's go to the Seattle Niners game. We'll be very brief on this one. This game opened with a
kickoff return.
Let me see I want to see the yardage here. It opened with a 95-yard Rashid Shaheed kickoff return touchdown. And you know what's funny? If that was the only points they scored, they still would have won.
Yeah, I agree.
The Niners scored 6 points.
Dude, it was that's probably the worst I've seen CMC play. But
the problem is the offense was very injured, and Brock Purdy is I said he played very well, especially down the stretch. He's not Patrick Mahomes. He's not Josh Allen. He's not Lamar Jackson. He's not these guys who can uplift a roster. He's not Tom Brady. And then the Niners struggle. If they didn't have the defensive injuries that they had, Nick Bosa, Fred Warner, and then Kittle got hurt, and then Tongs got hurt, and then Tonjes, I think is actually how you say it. Ricky Pearsall was hurt. It was just injury after injury. Brandon Ayuk doesn't even play football anymore, I guess. I don't know. But it was bad. The Niners got ran all over. Kenneth Walker had 19 carries for 116 yards and 3 touchdowns. Sam Darnold didn't really have to do anything. He did what he needed to do. 12 for 17, 124 and a touchdown. I know he was dealing with the oblique going into this game, but they didn't really need him to do anything. That defense is scary good, and I've been telling all y'all that this is a really good team. The Seahawks are really good. And they just keep proving me right. And they get to play Seattle Rams running it back in the NFC title game. We'll get to that Rams-Bears game in a little bit because that one was crazy. But I'm going to be quick here. The Niners injuries finally caught up to them. Great year for the Niners. They got a lot further than I think a lot of us thought they would. Kyle Shanahan's one of the best coaches in the league. I think Brock Purdy is a solid starting quarterback in the NFL. They just have to move that practice field away from that substation, man. That electrical substation, man. These guys are getting injured. If you haven't heard anything about that, just look up Niners and then electrical substation. There's a whole like not report, but theory that the electrical substation next to the Niners practice facility is what's causing all these injuries, because the electrical currents are weakening the ligaments of these guys' bodies, which with this amount of injuries, it might be right. I don't know. But yeah, I'll be quick. The Seahawks are a juggernaut. They are extremely, extremely good. And yeah, they get to play at the 12th man for not a national championship, for the NFC title game. So, I mean, what was your thoughts on this game, Trey?
Yeah, I was watching this game, and I watched it. I saw the kickoff return. Yeah, it's over. And it was over from the start. And I think this team is hence. This is probably the best team. There's a stat out there. They had the least favorite points, give up the least favorite points since 2014 with the Legion and Boom. If you're up there Legion and Boom defense, you're doing something good in football.
That's a good defense, man.
And that defense was really good with Sherman, Cam Chancellor, Bobby Wagner, Earl Thomas III. That was a piece of a team. And it's unfortunate that Brock Purdy didn't play that good. I thought it would be like a lot closer than it was, but because CMC, he has CMC, and I get that, but I thought because he had CMC and CMC couldn't get anything going. Brock Purdy couldn't get anything going, and it was just an insane game for the Niners. And I want to be real with you. I think Brock Purdy had a solid last 6 games. I know I've been critical of the guy. So has Nick, for obvious reasons. Good reasons too. So that's just how it is. I think that Brock Purdy played the last good 6 games of the season, and then Andrews caught up to him. I thought Fred Warner would come back and play, but he didn't play on Saturday.
Yeah, no, he wasn't able to go. So,
and George Kittle too. So
yeah,
I think the Niners need to get like something going in the offseason.
Yeah, start by moving that practice facility. But yeah, congratulations to Seattle. They're back in the NFC title game. Moving back over to the AFC, we'll discuss this one pretty quickly too, because there's really only a couple things to say. The Patriots beat the Texans 28-16 in a snowy game. Drake May went for 179 yards and 3 touchdowns. It was a very snowy day. It was hard. The ball was probably as hard as a rock. So there was a lot of rushing going on. Ramondre Stevenson got 16 carries. Travion Henderson got 12 carries. And, the Patriots played their game. They leaned on their defense. They let their guys make plays on offense when they needed to. Man, Drake May made some plays. Shout out to my guy, who I love his name, Kayshon Boutte. Kayshon Boutte is a stud, bro. I don't know if you saw this guy. His one-handed touchdown snag was unbelievable. He's a baller. Stephon Diggs was great as well. But this Patriots team leaned on their defense, and Drake May made big-time plays when he needed to, and the offense really, held their own. And on the Texans, it was just a complete meltdown by C.J. Stroud. 212 passing yards for a touchdown, and 1 touchdown and 4 interceptions. He had a 28 passer rating, 20 of 47 complete. I picked the Patriots. I wasn't able to make my picks on air, but I picked the Patriots to win this game. I thought this is what was going to happen. They just weren't going to be able to score enough. Patriots defense is nasty. Christian Gonzalez is back. That unit looks really good, but this is what I expected. I expected the Patriots to win pretty easily. But what did you take away from this game?
Well, I had the Patriots winning this game too. I thought it would be a closer matchup than this because of the Houston's defense. But here's the deal, okay? C.J. Stroud is probably the worst quarterback I've probably ever seen in my life. And here's the deal, okay? Last year, I gave him credit. I gave him a little bit edge, slide off. It was a sophomore slump.
He's the worst quarterback you've ever seen in your life.
This guy had 1 touchdown and he had 4 interceptions. He can't throw a freaking football for his life no more. And the crazy thing is, he had a spectacular regular season. A spectacular one.
Yeah.
And I don't know what the heck happened with this guy. Okay. I get it, Nico Collins was hurt, but dude, that doesn't matter to me. He was awful. He's just bad. Okay, I can throw out the more effort than that. So can Nick. I've seen Nick play quarterback in my life. I haven't played with him since I was like 15, but I think he still throw the ball.
Oh yeah, I still got it.
But like this is insane, and this is really bad for the Texans. Okay, he needs. I don't know. Citrus Brown needs like prayer. He needs to get off something, bro. He's taking. I don't know if it's his workout plan or his diet. I don't know what it is. But you know what? Props to Drake May too. Drake May torched that defense, dude. He looked like Tom Brady out there, bro.
Really, he played fantastic. That kid's such a stud, dude.
He's a stud, and everybody was doubting this guy too, going in his career, that he was overrated, and he ain't that. Look what he did at his second year starting. He brought back this Patriots team people thought they were dead after Belichick and Brady.
Mm-hmm.
So props to Drake May. Drake May is a baller. I like Drake May a lot. I've always thought he has a better offensive mind than Caleb Williams a little bit, but this guy read every defense well, and it was just spectacular to see this guy play. And wow, yeah. Mike Vrabel too. Like I said last week, he knows the Patriot way. Mike Vrabel was a Patriot when he was playing in the NFL. Won 3 Super Bowl rings with them. He knows the Patriot way. He knows what it takes to win as a Patriot.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. And the forcing all those turnovers, the Texans defense did as much as they could. I mean, it's just rough. But yeah, congratulations to Patriots. They're back where they belong in the AFC title game. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy what they're doing over there. And now to one of the most exciting games. They were all, the Broncos and the Broncos and the Bills game was very good. Rams and Bears game was very good. The other two were kind of blowouts, but this game was crazy. The Rams and the Bears. The Rams ended up taking it 20-17. Matthew Stafford had one of the worst days I've seen him do in a long time, but he made one of the best throws I've ever seen to Davante Adams in overtime. I don't know if you saw it. He's in the pocket on one hash. He's set up to throw in front of him, and then he whips one all the way to the hash mark outside the hash to Davante Adams. It was crazy. I mean, he really showed up in that overtime to set him up. But this game I thought was done. Caleb Williams throws a 50-yard, 14-yard touchdown pass to Cole Kmet in the end zone. That was ridiculous. And so what I did, I went back and rewatched what happened in that interception in overtime, Caleb Williams, because I wanted to kind of see it. Caleb Williams threw 3 interceptions. He had 257 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. I wanted to see what happened. So I went back and watched that last interception in overtime. And at first, when I first saw it, I thought it was Caleb's fault, right? When I went back and rewatched it, DJ Moore, who was the intended target, jogged half of that route and then kind of like stopped moving halfway through it. It was really weird. If you haven't taken the time to go check that out yet, I would highly recommend it. I don't know what DJ Moore was thinking. He just stopped running. He stopped running. He didn't even give his guy like a chance, and it ended up as an interception. And again, I don't know what happened. Miscommunication. Not sure. I don't know, but I'm not going to put that one on Caleb Williams because I think he threw a ball to where he thought DJ Moore was going to be, and DJ Moore did not get there in time. But the Bears played really well on defense. They held Matthew Stafford touchdownless. Kyron Williams came to play though. 21 carries, 87 yards, and a touchdown. He was instrumental in that. Very big time instrumental in that. But yeah, I mean, this was kind of a defensive battle. What was your takeaway from this game?
Yeah, this game was an offensive battle, defensive battle too, a little bit. I think for me, when it was over, I thought it was over was when we got a stop in overtime. The Bears did. First time around. And I thought all Bears would win this game. I thought that. And next thing you know, that from the outskirts of from the broadcasting side of it, from the outside camera, it looks like it was Caleb's fault.
Yeah, it did.
And then from the replay, I saw, my God, man, it was just that. He kind of did stop too. DJ Moore.
He just stopped running, and like he just stopped running. I don't know if he would have been open. It probably would have been a contested catch attempt, but it's better than an interception, So
Yeah.
that was
And
weird.
by the way, real quick though, but everyone thought that Caleb Williams was a bust in the NFL.
No,
You're
he's
just
really
stupid.
good.
Like
He
this
is really,
guy,
really good.
here's the deal. Last year, he was put by Mike Eberflus as his head coach. Look at
Yeah.
Mike Eberflus. He's a terrible football mind. He shouldn't even be in the NFL. He shouldn't be talking football at all. I better not see this guy on ESPN or Fox Sports or NBC. He needs to be banned from football as a whole. Go home and watch on your couch and drink your beer and do that. Okay, that's number one. Caleb was a freaking rookie, and you put expectation on him as a rookie to make it to the playoffs with a bad team. Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna get this close to the personal information. I know who they are. I bet Nick knows who they are. I bet Jadem knows who they are. But here's the deal, okay? I bet Travis knows who they are. But here's the deal. This guy balled out in this game. That touchdown he did going into overtime was insane. This guy was getting rushed. And this guy throws a perfect dart and a touchdown.
Dude, it was a 50. The ball went 51 yards in the air, and it was a 14-yard touchdown. It was crazy.
And it looked like Mahomes-esque. That's how great it was. That's how spectacular.
Yeah, I'm shocked Chris Collinsworth didn't mention something about Mahomes.
Neither did I.
Right there.
Hey,
tongue. I think he wanted to.
Tony Romo
He did it. Yeah, I know. I think he bit his tongue, and he was like, I think he wanted to say that was kind of like what we see out of Patrick Mahomes.
Nah, here's a guy. That's what he says, bro. This guy's hilarious.
Yeah, it looked like something you do on Madden. I mean, that was crazy.
That was crazy, bro.
Crazy.
Here's the deal. I'll tell you what, though. Matthew Stafford was probably playing his worst game. It was pretty bad.
Yeah.
And he threw, but I will give Matthew Stafford credit. He did what he did to make plays, and he didn't force anything. I think they ran the ball a little bit too much, which is okay in the overtime. But other than that, it was a good game for Matthew Stafford as a whole. Mm-hmm. And Caleb Williams, though, I give the Bears probably 2 or 3 years from now, maybe next year, probably. I think they can win the whole thing. I think Ben Johnson's a heck of a coach, and I think everything they got going so far is spectacular. I know it's not what the expectations outcome they got. I know, but you know what? Caleb Williams, let's all live off this, bro. Live off this. Live off of it.
Yeah.
So let's live off of it, and let that motivate you for next season because he's a heck of a player.
He's got the mentality. That was a crazy. Fernando Mendoza went crazy on that touchdown run. I don't. I'm gonna watch the replay here. I don't even know what happened. This dude, he just put his body on the line, man. He just put his body on the line to score that touchdown. Wow. That puts Miami up 11 or 10 points. Still 9 minutes left. A lot of football left to play. We'll see what happens. But that was crazy. They went for it on 4th and 5. But Caleb Williams has the mentality. He's got the mindset, and I think that he's going to be a fantastic quarterback in this league. He has the arm. I mean, he's made some of the most spectacular throws I've seen. When he gets better at the easy stuff, he's good at the hard stuff. He's good at it. He's good at running, running behind. He's good at running backwards and throwing off his back foot. He's good at throwing on the run, very accurate throwing on the run. When he gets better at playing in the pocket, he's going to be really hard to deal with. So, yeah, I like Caleb Williams a lot. But, yeah, Rams, Seahawks, NFC title game. The Rams have been my pick in the NFC for a while now. I'm going to stick with them. I think the Seahawks are a juggernaut, but I'm going to trust Matthew Stafford to make some plays. But I think it's going to be Rams Patriots in the Super Bowl. I really do, because Jared Stidham, I think he's going to get mutilated by that Broncos defense or that Patriots defense. Drake May just proved he can score on an elite defense because he scored on the Texans, and I think the Texans defense is better than the Broncos. So I got Patriots, Rams in the Super Bowl, but if the Seahawks won, I wouldn't be shocked at all. So
yeah, well, against Matthew Stafford, Sam Darnold was 1-14 against Matthew Stafford, which is pretty crazy. I don't know if that's true. I saw it on NFL Live. I don't know if that's a true stat. And let me make sure that I want to get correct. Hold up, because knowing
1-14
record.
Travis, no one knows about Stidham because he's played like 4 games in the NFL, bro. You don't know about Stidham either. He's never played in the playoffs. He's never been in this situation. This is the toughest spot for him ever. If he wins that game, he's a dog. Jared Stidham's a dog if he wins that game. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I like the Rams. The reason I picked the Rams, even though I think the Seahawks are so stinking good, is I think the Rams will be able to stop the run enough to force Sam Darnold to make plays. And if it's down to the quarterback, I trust Matt Stafford more than I trust Sam Darnold. So I'm going to go with Matt Stafford and the Rams to get back to the Super Bowl. So
yeah, I guess it's 1-3. My bad.
Okay,
1-3.
Still a losing record.
Yeah. But I trust Matthew Stafford too. I think Matthew Stafford, and for me, I trust the Patriots. I had that beginning of the playoffs. You know, that's what I had. I didn't think Josh Allen had enough to win, and all that stuff caught up to Josh Allen, and I'm surprised that the Texans beat the Steelers. But I trust in Drake May. I trust him in the AFC, so I trust Drake May. If he loses his championship game, then he must be drunk or something.
Yeah. Charbonnet tore his ACL, but Kenneth Walker's the better of the 2 running backs anyway, so I don't think that's a big deal.
Yeah. Kenny Walker is he's a beast.
Yeah. Prayers up to Charbonnet. Hope he gets better. But
yeah, for me, it's Rams and Patriots.
Yeah,
Rams and Patriots in the Super Bowl, and we might win this the worst halftime show probably ever, but it's all right.
We'll see about that. Yeah, guys, we're gonna move on to a little bit of basketball here. Yeah, the Lakers played last night. Of course, we're gonna talk about the Lakers. Talking about LeBron James, they finally won a home game. Shocker. They improved to 25-16. They've been kind of struggling as of late, dealing with injuries. LeBron went for 24, 4 and 7, had 2 blocks. DeAndre Ayton played really well, at 10 for 10. 25 points, 13 rebounds. Luka just got to stop chucking up shots, bro. Luka, you got to stop chucking shots. You got to stop chucking shots up, dude. Stop.
Hey, real quick. So last week, bro. Okay, we had guests on the pod, you know. So they said that Luka should be the primary ball carrier.
Okay, so if you've ever watched a Lakers game with your own eyes, I highly recommend it. Watch. I'm serious that I love Luka Doncic. I love Luka. Let me preface that. I'm not a Luka hater. I love Luka. I loved him on the Mavs. I love him on the Lakers. But here's the thing. LeBron, when he orchestrates the offense, okay, runs it better. It's a better run offense because it's not just about stats. It's not just about putting up shots. It's not about getting. It's about initiating offense and running actions. So many times I have watched the Lakers do this thing where they go on this big run with LeBron at the helm. Big run. They'll go if they're down 10, they'll cut it to 2. If they're down 10, they'll end up with 5. Right? They'll end up 5. Then LeBron subs out and Luka comes in and chucks up 4 shots, doesn't play defense, turns the ball over 4 times, and the Lakers are down 10. It happens. It just goes in motion. Exactly. It's like me with the ball. Exactly, Travis. Thank you very much. He shot chucks, gets angry at the refs, doesn't get back on defense to the point where Marcus Smart is saying, guys, we got to get back on defense.
Yeah.
The Lakers, I'm not a big plus minus guy. I don't really care about plus minus very much, but this one's very telling because the Lakers won. The Lakers won this game by 17 points. And Luka was -3. LeBron was plus 18. DeAndre Ayton was plus 20. I'm not a big plus minus guy. That's how I'm bringing this up. I'm bringing this up because they're blowing teams out, but they're still losing the minutes Luka's on the floor. Yeah. And JJ Redick doesn't put Luka with goofy lineups. Luka gets good lineups.
Yeah.
He was 8 of 23. He was 5 of 12 from the 3. And he had another, again, 4 turnovers. LeBron should be the primary ball handler. And I'm sorry, if I know Luka's younger, I know Luka's the superstar. LeBron is still the general of this team. He's still the general. Luka should focus on scoring. and let LeBron run the offense. Okay. Luka's a fantastic passer. Oh, Carson Beck's throwing up a duck.
Oh,
I guess it wasn't a catch.
that was a catch. Oh no, it wasn't.
They're saying it wasn't a catch. I need to see a replay. That we didn't get a good angle on that. Hold on 1 second here.
I think you're just behind me because you're. I think I'm behind you.
Oh no, he didn't catch it. Okay, he didn't catch it. It looked like a catch for a second.
Oh yeah,
he had his hands on it and then he dropped. Oh, he dropped it right there. Dang.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Luka can still make passes and stuff, but don't let him be the primary ball handler. The offense, I promise you, if you think Luka needs to be the primary ball handler, I just implore you to just watch one game. Just watch one Lakers game. Tell me how the offense looks when LeBron's leading it, and tell me how the offense looks when Luka's leading it. It's night and day.
Yeah,
it's night and day. Luka chucks. He's a shot chucker, bro. He is a shot chucker. He shoots anything. You think he can make any shot, and I get it. I get if you think you can make any shot, dude. But like, bro, chillax, dude. Let's chill.
Yeah,
let's chill. So. Yeah, the Lakers have been struggling. I know they've been dealing with injury and stuff. They are still 25-16.
This is probably the weirdest team I've seen alive. I don't know how this team is like top 5 in the standings, bro. It's so weird.
Yeah, I don't know. It is strange. They're 5-5 of the last 10. Not been playing well. The Rockets are as well, which is wow, what a pass by Carson Beck for the first down. Again, yeah, I don't know, but. Yeah, Reeves coming back will help. They might deal Reeves. I know I've seen Reeves in a lot of trade talks. Again, I haven't seen him play on this team in so long. I kind of forgot what it looked like when he plays, so I'd like to see it again when he plays. I know he's here come the Miami. Oh my goodness, Tony is so fast, bro.
Yeah,
that guy is so fast. Again, I like Reeves. I like him a lot. I don't think, if they want to really make a run, like I've said, I think they could deal him for Giannis. I'd be fine with Giannis.
How about Jaren Jackson?
I did see the Jaren Jackson thing. I like Jaren Jackson, but I don't like that he just doesn't grab rebounds. He's 7 feet tall. He don't grab rebounds, bro. If you're going to be 7 feet tall, I need you at least to average 8 to 9 rebounds a game. He averages like 6. So I like his defensive presence. I like his scoring. But that was almost an interception. But I like I like rebounds if you're over 6'10". But
yeah,
whatever. Yeah. That's just me. But yeah, so.
But I think for me, I think LeBron should be a primary ball handler too. I looked the stat up, by the way. When LeBron's a primary ball handler, they're plus 20. When he's not, they're minus 20. That's a big difference right there.
Yeah,
and I know plus minus stat is probably the most overrated stat in basketball. But
I'm not a big plus minus guy.
But in that situation, that's crazy. And LeBron's 41, by the way, and Luka's 26.
Yeah, much younger. Oh my goodness, Tony, you are a NFL superstar, young fella. Wow.
Oh wow.
Miami scores. All they need is a stop. Malachi Tony, you are a stud. Yeah, I don't like plus minus, but if you're -3 in a 17-point win, I'm going to ask some questions. One more thing about basketball.
Yeah, sorry. I think with Luka too. I think Luka's a great player too. I like Luka a lot, and I mean, I think in my opinion, he's a top 5 basketball player in the planet when he's on his game, locked in. But I just think that he needs to play better defense too.
Yeah,
that guy. I saw a highlight reel on TikTok. Literally, there's a 12-minute video on TikTok when people were blowing by Luka this season in particular. 12 players, a 12-minute video on X2 where he was getting blown by defenders. He didn't try on defense, and that's just crazy to me. He's in shape. He needs to play better defense. If I'm Luka, play better defense. Here's the deal about Lakers. Here's the deal about Lakers fans. Okay. Lakers fans will boo you out of the stadium, bro. They will boo you out. They want you to win championships. They expect championships and elite and little things. That's what they expect.
Yeah.
And that hasn't happened. And I think with Austin Reeves too, I think I'll probably be, I'm not gonna lie to you, if AR comes back, bro, this team's gonna be cooked. I don't think they're gonna be that good. I saw Christmas Day. and it was bad. With Luka,
That was a long time ago, bro.
and even before that too, it was looking like LeBron didn't know what the heck he was doing in the court.
LeBron didn't get a preseason. He had to work.
I don't know. I just don't think AR's right. I think AR should stay where he's at.
I think I would like to see what the team looks like when AR comes back. The dude was averaging 30. Let's just see what it looks like now that LeBron has his legs under him. Let's see what it looks like.
And AR, bro, please stop dribbling the ball so much, bro. Please stop, dude.
Bro.
5'6".
Let's see what it looks like when he comes back. All right.
I'm calling the Crypto.com arena.
I know you hate AR for some reason.
I think AR is great. I just think they need the right piece to win.
Maybe not, but he's better than Jake LaRavia.
Yeah, that's true. He is better than Jake LaRavia.
Or Marcus Smart.
That's true.
He can score the ball, which is what the Lakers are going to need. So we'll see. Again, we'll see what happens. But, go one more thing about basketball before we go into some college basketball. LeBron is not starting in the All-Star game. Big deal or no deal to you?
Dude, this is not a big deal. I don't think LeBron even cares about the All-Star game anymore. I don't think anybody cares about the All-Star game anymore. Unless here's the deal. Okay. I think it's impressive that he's going to be a 21st All-Star team. That's impressive. At 41. I mean, that you're actually a good piece to basketball. But I don't think he cares about that. I think his goal is winning a championship. That's his goal. I don't think he really cares about All-Star game. Yeah. This guy's played in All-Star game since he was literally 18 years old, 19 years old. Do you think he cares now? And it's kind of who cares about it? I mean, I hope with NBC is great. I don't know, but I doubt they're gonna try on the court. And who cares?
Yeah, and I'm not saying Marcus Smart's bad, Travis, but he's not the same scorer that AR is. He's a good defender and he can hit threes sometimes, but he's not like the Luke Groves of the Lakers. No, and it's Nolan Groves. Why do you keep calling him Luke Groves? Anyways, no, I agree with you. It's not a big deal. He's been an all-star starter for 20 years. He's 41. He missed the first 15 games of the season. It's really not a big deal. He'll probably still be an all-star because he's been playing so well as of late. It's not. Do
you think they should be in considering all NBA this season, despite him missing 15 games?
Well, he's probably going to miss because now in the NBA you have to have a certain amount of games played, and I think LeBron, if he misses 2 or 3 more games, he won't be considered. He can't be considered for it anymore. So he will probably miss that just because of missing games. But if he keeps playing like this, he's absolutely all NBA level. I mean, he's averaging 26, 8, and 8 since in 2026. So absolutely, it's not a big deal. How many 40? We're talking about a 41-year-old missing an all-star starter. 40-year-olds are on their retirement tour.
Yeah.
Vince Carter was signing a 3-day contract with his first team, the Raptors, so he could retire there. It's different, right? It's different. It's not a big deal. LeBron doesn't care. He's focused on championships. He's focused on the playoffs, focused on getting this team into shape. So yeah, it's not a big deal. So
yeah, I think with LeBron, I think he did mention it on his podcast. He did miss it in 2021 because of injuries, and season was really, really short back then, 2021 season. But I think with LeBron, though, I think he's more skilled than he's ever been in his whole career. I mean, don't get me wrong, he's been good in Miami and Cleveland, but he's more athletic back then, and he was younger. And but I think now he's more skilled, dude. I mean that guy at 41 is showing looking like Kyrie on the court against the Hawks the other night.
Yeah, he torched the Hawks. He played really well against the. Yeah, it's exactly right, Trey. That's why he's the GOAT.
As far as the GOAT, though, I gotta watch my games.
Shut up. Anyway, did you see your guy MJ quit on NBC? He quit on NBC.
Okay, I'll talk about that for a second. Here's the deal.
Hold on, real quick for the MJ fans. They call LeBron a quitter. MJ quit on the Bulls. He quit on baseball. He quit on the Bulls again. He quit on the Wizards, and now he's quitting on NBC. This guy's just a quitter, bro. What's going on here?
Okay, I'm gonna go back to baseball for a second. that was Major League Baseball's fault for a strike that happened.
It was minor league
No,
baseball.
MLB. No.
He sucked.
They suspended the whole minor league. Everybody got suspended. Did you know that minor leagues are with MLB teams, bro?
Yeah, I know, dude. And he sucked at baseball and he quit.
I think he was pretty good. I think he could put him.
He was horrible.
I think he could have been all elite. I probably could put
You're rage baiting. Just continue.
Here's the deal about this.
He quit on your NBC, bro. He quit.
Here's the deal, man. I will admit, I saw that. I almost cried. Mike Tirico said I didn't know it was an hour interview. I did not know that.
He's a quitter, bruh.
I did not know it was an hour interview, and I come disappointed by that. But
dude, don't get me started on that.
It was an hour interview,
bro. They hyped it up like MJ was going to be calling games or talking about the current game, and all it was Mike Tirico gawking and bouncing on it for 15 minutes a week.
Here's the deal, though.
And it was a 1 hour pre-recorded interview that they released in 15-minute increments. Gawk. Like, dude,
where's the deal?
And then he quits on it. Oh my god.
He has that contract. He's getting paid right now from NBC right now, which is crazy. He's getting paid by it. But here's the deal. If I'm Michael Jordan, if you really care about the NBA, bro, just freaking go on the in-studio set, bro. Please do it next season.
He's not going to do it because he doesn't want to talk about the game, bro. He just wants to get money, bro. He wants to have his stupid yellow eyes and his bald head and make money. There's nothing wrong with being bald. His head's just real shiny. There's nothing wrong with it.
But here's the deal.
If you're a dude, you're going to be bald when you're 60 anyway, so it don't matter.
I hope I'm not bald, but I'm 60 years old. I pray not. I don't want to be bald.
Who knows, bro? I might be bald too.
Thank God my dad's not bald, or my grandfathers are both sides ain't bald. Thank God for that. I hope, thank God they're not bald. Bro. I would have cried. I'm like, I'm cooked, guys. I would have been like that. I was like, bro, I'm so cooked.
There's nothing wrong with being bald, by the way.
For me, I'll look stupid, bro. I already know it. Here's the deal about Michael Jordan, though. MJ, please, just go on a freaking desk.
He's not going to, Trey. He's not.
But you know what's crazy though, Nick? On a YouTube channel, they had 1 million views for that segment.
Yeah, because we all thought it was going to be him talking about the actual NBA, and it was just him, Mike Tirico glazing him.
Nah, he wasn't. But you know what? I'm disappointed.
MJ pulled a fast one on all of us. He pulled a fast one on all of us.
I hope he comes back. I hope he comes back and talks about in the NBA Finals or something.
He's not going to. He quit. He quit on NBC just like he quit on the Bulls, just like he quit on baseball, just like he quit on the Wizards. Anyways, we're going to move on to some college basketball. That was a great ball by Fernando Mendoza, underthrown ball. We're going to go on to college basketball. And we're going to talk about one game and one game only. Okay? It is a game that I had the great pleasure of being a part of. Texas Tech at home at the USA versus BYU. Raider freaking power. Hold on. Before we get started, I'm just going to read some text that Trey sent me before that game. Okay, I just want to do this real quickly here, okay? So if you guys don't know, Trey is a AJ Dybesta super glazer. You guys probably already know that. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to go back. Let me find it here. Here we go. So all right, let me pull it up. You guys ready? Trey Lopez said he's going to cook Tech. I said, let's see. He said, no, he is. And then he said, he's better than anyone on Tech. And I was like, okay. And I'm just gonna do this. I'm just gonna read his stats. Let me pull him up here. That's all I want to do. I just want to read his stats, Trey. So Trey told me that we were gonna get cooked and deep fried by AJ Dybesta. He goes for a whopping 13 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist on 6 of 17 shooting, 0 of 3 from 3. And he also had 3 turnovers. He got clamped. He got clamped up at the USA. He looked I was there. Okay, I got to see it. He scored 11 points in the first half and then scored 2 points in the second half. He wasn't even the fifth best player on the floor. I'm sorry, not CJ. I combined two people. C4, Christian Anderson, JT Toppin, who's his daddy, LaJuan Watts, were all better than him on tech. Robert Wright and Richie Saunders on his own team were better than him. I was not impressed at all. I was ready because Trey had been talking so much about AJ, how he's a top 3 prospect ever, how only LeBron is the better prospect. He's a better prospect than Wemby. He's a better prospect than Cooper Flag. Trey told me on this podcast that he's already better than Cooper Flag is right now. And I was like, okay, well, I better see this guy better give us 50. That's what I was thinking. AJ, he better yam on the entire team, hit every shot, get a triple-double. And then I remembered something. Yeah, Trey was talking crazy. BYU hasn't played anyone good in a month. Their last actual game was against UConn, which was so long ago. I don't even think it matters. I don't think he's the number 1 pick. I think Darren Peterson or Cam Boozer are going to go over him. I do, because they're both playing much better than he is against actual competition. Because as soon as AJ Demetse plays against an actual team, no show. He was a no-show, Trey. A no-show. And I'm not done yet. Does he have the build? Yeah. Does he have the body for it? Absolutely. Does he have the physical attributes you want? Yeah. Does he have the scoring mindset? Yeah. None of that matters at the USA, man. When it gets loud in there, don't matter. It don't matter. I just wasn't impressed. I was not impressed.
Okay, Travis, you ain't so good here, buddy. You said the same thing I said, bro. I have messages to prove to you too, Travis. Don't do that. Okay.
He couldn't handle the pressure.
Here's the deal.
Handle the USA.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me a little bit of LeBron in 2011.
This is nothing like LeBron in 2011. And I'm going to stop you right now because we're not doing this. The only comparison would be if LeBron in high school in senior year at St. Vincent and St. Mary, LeBron played against Texas Tech. He would have given us 40. Okay. This is not like LeBron at all. Okay. This is not like LeBron at all. This is AJ playing against a good team in a hostile environment and folding. That's what it was. So no, don't do that. And he's not, guys, I don't know why everyone's sleeping on Darren Peterson. The dude is Kyrie. Go watch him play back. He's Kyrie, except not as good of a handle and far better on defense. Go watch the kid. Please go watch the kid. He's insane. That Kansas team looks insane when he's healthy.
Yeah, but here's the deal real quick. Travis, you said this. He's what I thought Cooper Flag would do in college. That's what you said, Travis. After that Bensta against Clemson, by the way, in Madison Square Garden. We're texting that after that game. But so here's the deal about this game. Okay, I watched this game, start to finish. I was watching NFL. I didn't watch it, and on my computer at work, you can't do a multi-screen for some reason, which is weird. But it is what it is. I watched football first, and I watched this game next after this game. I got home from Saturday night. I watched it. The first quarter, he was really good. I thought he had it going. And then he was a no-show second quarter. He was 14 things. And then second half, he had 2 points. Like Nick said. Okay. Here's the deal about AJ that best on this game. I would say it was his fault. The reason why he lost this game. He was probably talent-wise the top prospect in that class.
Oh yeah, he's definitely gonna go top 3 for sure.
He's gonna go top 3. Either 1, 2, or 3 is going top 3. If they miss some, they're just a stupid team and they're just dumb. I mean, maybe a kid up, but here's the deal. Okay, about AJ Bensta and BYU. I think this is a good humble experience because they're on a huge win streak.
It was definitely humbling for sure.
And I think next time we play at the end of the season, I think he's gonna get his revenge, kind of like what LeBron did in 2012. But it's crazy that this game went the way it was. And I'm disappointed in the age of that business. And by the way, I'm not a BYU fan. I'm just a UNC fan, North Carolina fan.
Guys,
And
how many
basketball-
times has he talked about UNC on this podcast, and how many times has he talked about BYU? Just let me know.
Here's I'm a UNC fan, bro. I think Caleb Wilson's a good
I'm
prospect.
sure you are.
I mean, you seen Caleb Wilson play, bro? Jeez, he's a baller.
He's a baller, but you never talk about him ever. You only talk about Jadem stuff. So, hey, who are we to know? Who are we to know?
Travis, bro. I'm a Tech fan, football wise, basketball wise.
He's a football fan of Tech, but he doesn't know anything about the program. And he's not a basketball fan, but he's a UNC fan. But he never talks about UNC and only talks about Jadem stuff. So I have no idea.
Yes, I do. I know everything about Tech. Anyways,
no, you don't.
I went to their games and I had a high sign helmet by Michael Leach. Anyways, Nick does that. And so here's the deal about this game.
It was gifted to you. That doesn't make you a fan.
Hey, same thing. I was 7. I'd take it.
This freaking goober, dude.
This is kind of like LeBron experience in 2011.
It's not.
And he got humble.
It's not at all.
Making the next year he won. It's just it's part of the story. It's part of the comeback story.
It is a part of the story, but you can't hype a guy up and say he's the 13 points on 17 shots.
I know it's bad. I agree. It's bad. I agree. It's a bad game for Edge of that bit. I'm not saying he's not a bad game, but it just
so yeah. Maybe we should pump the brakes on the LeBron prospect better, as good as LeBron prospect wise.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Pump the brakes on that.
I'll give you that. Yeah, I'll pump it, but just a little bit.
Okay.
Until he beats Tech again, then we can go back on the bandwagon. For like the better prospect now than Wemby and Coop. But you know what? Give credit's due. Take they good. I think Christian Anderson was really good.
JT took that game over, man. He took that game absolutely over.
But it's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. Shout out to my boys. They played great. JT Toppin was a stud. JT Toppin might win Player of the Year because he is playing out of his mind. Miami's down 6. They have the ball with a minute and 42 left.
Oh, man,
we'll see what happens. We will see what happens. We're going to run through some golf topics real quickly here as we wrap this thing up. Brooks Koepka is coming back next week. It will be his first game back on tour. I know we're both excited for it. I hope to see him actually try to win. I just want him to go try to win that game or that tournament. You know what I mean? I think that'd be really, really cool. But yeah, he's coming back next week. Super exciting.
Yeah, I agree. I can't wait for it to see it.
Yeah, I'm excited to see it for sure. Shout out to Vijay Singh. Scene. I said it right the first time. Vijay Singh. He played really, really well. How old is that guy? He's like 60.
He's 62, bro.
That is crazy. Yeah, he played really well. He made the cut. It was at the Sony Hero Open, right?
Yeah.
He made the cut in Hawaii. Yeah, he made the cut. He looked really, really good. Shout out to him. He played really, really well. But I'm going to ask you a quick question here. Bryson DeChambeau, I think he wants $500 million from Liv.
Yeah,
and if that doesn't get done, do you think that he should come back on tour?
I think he should. I think I've heard a lot of Live golfers saying they want to come back on tour now, and I know Rory McIlroy would say he will welcome him back on tour, even though he hates some people. I know he has some beef with some people for going to Live, and I think this will be good for Bryson DeChambeau. I mean, he's popular on YouTube. People love him on YouTube. I think he actually could. I think any player in Live, besides Brooks probably, I think Bryson wants to win and compete. Because everybody in Live is ruining legacies. Like, they're ruining their legacy. Dustin Johnson fell off of a huge cliff. Joaquin Newman fell off a cliff. And I think Bryson DeChambeau wants to compete. So if I'm Bryson DeChambeau, don't get that deal done, come back on tour.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I'd love to see him back on tour. I'd love to see the guy, try to actually I'd love to see the guy try to compete. So that'd be really cool. That'd be really, really cool. Reports are that Tiger Woods saying that he's playing his mid irons now, so he's working his way up through his bag. Do you think that there's a chance he could play in the Masters?
I think he could. He was speaking last week on GTO. I don't know if you saw it, but he was doing some flop swings. And he was also swinging some clubs in the screen on practice rounds and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I think he looks a lot. I think with Tiger Woods is that he was so beat up with muscle, and he slimmed down a lot, and I think that will help his body a lot too. Same with his back. I think he said that his back is probably the best surgery on his back he got since his fusion in 2017. So I think he could play in the Masters. I think he could.
Yeah, I think he could too. I would love to see, if he doesn't feel like he's healthy enough, that's a big roughing the passer call right there. Wow. If he doesn't feel like he's healthy enough to play, don't play. But if he feels like he's ready to go, I'd love to see him out there at Augusta. It doesn't feel the same. Yeah, that's about as blatant as it gets. That's a good call. That's a low hit. That's a good call. That's a good call by the ref there. So yeah, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see if he could actually do something. It'd be cool to see if he could do something. So yeah, it's the year 2026. Kind of a trend going around, showing off pictures of when 2016. I don't know why we're trying to relive 2016, but in the sports realm, the sports way. Wow, first down. What was your favorite moment of 2016 in sports? I know mine.
Okay, easy. I have two. I think one for sure is Kobe Bryant's retirement, 60-point retirement. Even though it was an inefficient game, he went out with a banger. So, but other than that, I think the 3-1 comeback was probably the best one. I'll never get it. I was watching that series in my room, and I watched it with my dad on Father's Day. It was a Father's Day actually when he won that chip.
Yeah.
And I can't believe I was 13 now. Now I'm 23. I'm married. That's crazy to say that, but man, I feel old right now thinking about that game. I have it on DVD. That game, 2016 NBA Finals. I got it on DVD, so I bought it on eBay.
Yeah,
and I was watching Game 1 yesterday. I'm like, man, I remember the environment, how hyped up it was. I remember seeing First Take with Stephen A. and Skip talk about this series. I remember seeing Nick Wright on Sirius XM Sports Radio. I knew who Nick Wright was back then. I kind of watched him a little bit on Sirius XM. He had a radio show on Sirius XM on Mad Dog Sports Channel, and it was just amazing to see that. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'll go back if I had a chance to go back to 2016. I would. I was 13 years old. I would do in the heartbeat because being an adult is kind of cringe. And those out there that want to grow up so fast, please don't. Don't grow up so fast, guys. Just stay young. Enjoy the moment you are right now.
Yeah.
Once you're an adult, you have responsibilities. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
You're cooked. No free time. For me, I hadn't having Friday night off since I got this job at 4. I love the job, by the way. I'm not trying to complain, but I miss my freedom I had. I missed it. So 2016 was a good year. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, 2016 was a good year. You guys already know what I'm going to say.
Yeah, we're on
3-1 comeback. The GOAT. It is the highest peak.
No, the GOAT one is
it's the greatest final series anyone's ever played.
I agree.
He led all teams in every major statistical category: points, rebounds, assists, blocks, steals. Come on, bro. That's easy. That's easy.
I think my best moment was 2016.
Yeah, sure, I'm not original. I don't care. Nah. Oh my goodness, Carson Becky just threw an interception. Ball game.
It's game over.
That was if he actually put a little bit of if he put a little bit under that ball, that's probably a touch. Oh, why are they throwing a flag?
Is it because it's unsportsmanlike? Oh no, your mic.
He took his helmet off. That's why. Yeah. So.
Oh, GG's.
Yeah. Yeah, he took his helmet off. It's after the play though, so. I
hope it's that. Let me see. Oh yeah, I was sportsmanlike. GG's.
GG's, yeah. Congratulations to Indiana on a storybook run. I think Carson Beck actually had him open, and he underthrew him a little bit. I want to see this replay here. It looked like he was open, or he didn't see the safety come down. Let me see here. Because I feel like he got behind him. I feel like he got behind the guy. Oh, that's a bad ball. Yeah. I mean, the safety's there anyways. I don't think he's going to be able to make that catch, but that is an underthrown ball.
That was a good route, though, he ran, but unfortunate. It's all right, man.
Yeah.
That's
a big time season from Miami, a 10 seed getting to the national championship game. But it's been Indiana's year. They went undefeated.
Who would have thought?
Yeah,
football school,
a national championship winner, and Kurt Signetti still looks angry. I thought he'd finally look happy.
Why is he getting mad?
He's just mad at everything. He's like Nick Saban. He just gets mad even if good things are happening. Yeah. So, wow. What a season for both teams. Congratulations to Indiana.
They're trying to tackle him.
They're trying to tackle him. They're trying to push the ball. Oh, there he goes. He just smiled. Oh, got the Gatorade dumped on him. Congratulations to Kurt Signetti. Google him. Crazy. If you want to know what he is, just Google him. He just wins. That's all he does, and he proved that here. Won a national championship. Great season. Wow. Indiana, a football.
And they're undefeated too. Wow. Undefeated.
Yeah, storybook 16-0. Storybook 16-0 season. Carson Beck. That throw will probably live with him for a while. Wow. What a season. What a season for Indiana. Congratulations to all the Hoosiers fans. That's wild.
Props to them. Quarterback too.
That's wild. That is crazy. What a game. Great game. Yeah, congratulations to Indiana. But yes, just goes to show how important coaching is. You know what I mean? I think the right receiver might have ran a wrong route, but to our eyes, it looks like it's underthrown. I don't think it's any more than just a go route. He's just headed towards the end zone, and maybe he's supposed to curl back. I don't know, but that's bad. We'll see what happens later. But yeah, guys, that's probably going to wrap us up here. I'm going to start a new job tomorrow, so I need to go to bed.
Yeah.
But well, yeah, guys, it was a good one, so it's all right.
Yeah. Hope you all like, subscribe, comment,
giveaway.
Travis wanted the giveaway, so whoever wants it, comment. Hey, Mitch, you want it, bro? You still in the chat? All right, because you don't want it. But I'll wrap this up for the Playbook Podcast.
Yeah, that wraps us up. We'll see you guys next week. Yeah,
Travis,
we'll see you guys then.
Bro. Don't take the giveaway. It's your fault. Hey, Mitch, do you want? Travis, I literally texted you, hey, you want the hey man, here's a bunny. It's a nah, bro. Gave it for the pot, bro. That's what he tells me. That's unfortunate for him. And stay tuned this week. We're debuting on Apple Podcasts. Stay tuned for it. Apple Podcasts this week.
Stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. We'll see you guys next time. Y'all have a fantastic rest of your night, evening, day, whenever you're listening. Hope you guys have a good one. Thanks for joining, as always. The live viewers, thanks for joining. If you're watching later, thank you so much for getting to this point. We appreciate all the support we can get. Congratulations to the Hoosiers on winning a college football national championship. Never thought I'd say those words in my life, but I just did. So congratulations, and we will see you guys next time on the next episode of the Playbook Podcast. You guys have a fantastic one. We'll see you next time.